We just found this little baby seal on the beach, but she is not supposed to be here. She's one of hundreds of seal pups that have mysteriously started to wash up on this specific shoreline, some 600 kilometers away from where they were born, without their mothers, without food, and without even being able to swim yet. But why is this happening? We sent Cam to Poland to unravel this story and to help raise this little pup back to health, turning a tragedy into one of the most heartwarming comeback stories you've seen in a long time. We're Planet Wild. Welcome to Mission 30. This is Jasti, just a few days old, born in the frosty north of the Baltic Sea. At this age, she needs her mother more than anything else in the world. But tragically, they were separated. For days or even weeks, Jasti was lost at sea. Only carried by the currents, she drifted for hundreds of kilometers until she washed up at this very special beach, where we found her.
God, yeah, I can see it. It's so small.
She's literally a newborn baby. At this age, they're not even supposed to be in the water yet. So it took her every bit of strength she could muster to somehow make it to this shore alive. But without help, she'll die. So we have to move fast and bring her to safety. And as you might have guessed, we're not here by accident. We're with the professional seal rescue team who over the next few weeks are going to show us how to raise this seal until we can release her back into the wild.
We checked the sex, she's a female, and so we name it Jasti after the place of the finding.
This is Kasia. She's been rescuing seals here on the Polish coast for the past 5 years.
She definitely is malnourished and dehydrated, but it motivates us to help the animal and release it to the wild.
So for the next 2 months, Kasia and the team will be Jasti's family, and this will be her home, the Marine Station. It's an ocean research center and seal rescue operation located in a small town called Hel.
It's on the end of a very long peninsula sticking out into the Baltic Sea,
making it the perfect outpost to track the health of the ecosystem as well as caring for these cute guys. And this work is more essential than ever because in just the last 5 years, hundreds of baby seals have washed up here needing to be rescued. But the big question is why? What exactly is going on here?
Well, it's complicated. All we know is that something is changing. So far, scientists have pinpointed a few key factors. Number one, climate change. Baby seals are often born on large drifting ice floes where they are safe from predators and can be nursed by their mothers in peace. But with warming temperatures, these nursing grounds are fracturing into smaller and smaller pieces, and babies can easily be swept away from their mothers, especially as storms are becoming more extreme. And that leads to number two. Because of the melting ice, pups are now more often born on land, where they are easily separated from their mothers when humans come too close and stress out these wild animals. So, next time you want to film your viral TikTok, maybe don't. And lastly, and most tragically, with an increase of boat traffic in the Baltic every year, mothers are killed by fishing nets and boat collisions before they can fully raise their young. After a pup is born, there's a critical time period of about 3 weeks where the pup cannot swim or hunt by itself and needs to be nursed constantly. Only after that will they start to become independent. That means if we find a pup, we need to take the role of its mother. And that is precisely what Kasia and her team have done with Jasti. So, let's check back in.
Hello. Hi, everybody. So it's 2 months later and it's all happening at the Marine Station. And I'm really happy because I've heard that Jasti has been making amazing progress.
And even made a friend.
Hello.
These enclosures are the perfect place for the seals during their few weeks of recovery, with a dry area, a small pool, and with the team able to carefully track their progress.
There are more than 50 rescued pups from just this season at the center right now, and all of these enclosures are full. We need more space.
That's why the Planet Wild community have fully funded the construction of 3 new seal enclosures, as well as a full upgrade to the camera system that the team use to monitor the patients 24 hours a day. That means that more and more abandoned seals can be rescued, rehabilitated, and released into the ocean. But first, they have to learn how to be seals. Seals have evolved to do one thing insanely well, and that is hunt. In fact, one of their closest living relatives are bears, but their paws have evolved into powerful flippers, and their bodies are streamlined and rapid underwater. Thick blubber keeps them insulated so they can hunt in even the iciest waters for long periods of time.
But the most amazing thing is that their long and sensitive whiskers can detect the tiny movements in the water created by passing fish, kind of like a whisker radar. They use the radar to track the wake of the fish, and in an instant, it's all over.
But first they need to learn how to use it in order to be ready for life in the ocean. And Jasti has been progressing really well. So is she ready to be released?
Yes, definitely. She's ready to release.
Amazing. How do you know?
Well, she's in a good health. She doesn't need any medication. She doesn't need our constant care. She feeds for herself. She eats solid food. She swims like a pro, so she's ready.
Yes,
Definitely.
amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it. This is the final step before we can release them into the wild.
With these specialized GPS trackers, we can continue to monitor Jasti in the wild. It's designed to be unintrusive and drop off automatically after a year. We're funding 7 of these to help the team understand how far the seals travel and how their population is spreading throughout the Baltic Sea.
All right, that's Jasti fitted with a brand new tracker. Now it's time to take her home. So how does it feel to say goodbye?
Yeah, it's really good feeling. This is the aim. This is the whole thing. This is the aim of our work, to just bring them back to home, actually. Yeah. You see how they grow, how they becoming from the really skinny ones to really chunky ones. I'm full of hope for their success in the wild. Yeah.
Amazing! I can't believe it. Just 2 months ago, Jasti was floating at sea, unable to survive for herself. And then she washed up on the beach and was given a second chance. Now she's strong and can survive in the wild and thrive. And her life is just beginning.
A few weeks later, the tracking data is showing that Jasti is alive and well and exploring the area all around Hell Peninsula. This is exactly what we've been hoping to see, because right here, a growing colony of grey seals is finding its footing, and Jasti has just joined them. There's no breeding population here yet, but with seals like Jasti returning to the wild, this place could become the start of something new, a home for the next generation. And if you want to be part of a hopeful future as well, join Planet Wild as a backer. Every month, we go on a mission to protect our oceans, bring back endangered species, and rewild entire landscapes. And it's all community funded. You can give whatever amount, big or small, that feels right to you, and then see your impact in videos just like this one. There's a link down in the description and a QR code over here. See you all again next month. Over and out.